Critical Blast, where pop culture gets blasted.
Welcome to Cosmic Comics, Games and Collectibles, your zen of geekism. We carry comics old and new, magazines, toys, games like Pokemon, Magic, D&D. Want Godzilla, Ultraman, Star Trek, Ninja Turtles, Funko Pops? You'll find it all here. Shop our Cosmic Sound Room and pick up a record or two. Enjoy our Comic Coffee Lounge with a cup of Sasquatch coffee or a delicious menu item while geeking out over a super cool movie on our big screen. Come by and say hello to Maui. Cosmic Comic, Games and Collectibles. Superman loves us, and so will you.
And good evening, everybody. I am RJ Carter, Senior Managing Editor here at criticalblast.com. And tonight, I'm going to have a cup of coffee. I know I have one every night. I like it at night for some reason. I don't know. I think my day job puts me to sleep so much that I need that extra caffeine kick so that, I'm here till midnight doing what I like doing, which is putting together these shows, setting up new people to talk comics, shit posting on Twitter. No, that doesn't count. I did not say that. That was not out loud. Tonight, we are going to delve once more into the world of crowdfunded comics. And tonight, we've got something a little bit different from your standard superhero fare, a little bit different than your standard horror comic fare, too. We have with us tonight a real indie princess, Miss Krysta Grant, and her book, Lure. Hello, Krysta. How are you tonight?
I'm doing all right. How are you?
If I was doing any better, they'd probably send me out to be mandatorily tested. So,
how's your coffee?
It's good. It's vanilla hazelnut. Cameron's. I've moved out here into the Ozark Mountains, and the stores are like much smaller. Mm-hmm. So the selection is like, if I can find coffee that's Cameron's, I'm like on it. But they don't carry all the flavors they have, so which I don't need them to do. But they don't carry the one I like, which is Highlander Grog. So Cameron's Coffee, if you're watching and you'd like, some on-screen sips and conversation about how good your coffee is, you can reach out to us, right here. Just send anything you want right there to Critical Blast, 1097 Prestwick Drive, Belleville, Illinois, 62221. By the way, if you send a self-addressed stamped envelope there, we will send you a 3-inch holofoil sticker with the Critical Blast logo on it and turn you into one of our walking billboards, for which we will pay you nothing. I think I got all the shilling out of the way in less than 4 minutes. That's a world record. So tell us about your book, Lure.
It is a 80-page adult graphic novel in the styles of Saw meets Eyes Wide Shut. It's about vulnerability, passion, desire, trust, regret, a little bit of mental horror mixed with some sexual torture. Okay,
now we're talking. Because when you say adult comic book, you mean this isn't just your Vertigo title. This is...
No, it's an adult book. The two main characters, Chastity and Zach. Chastity is a spoiled brat and high maintenance, and she loves going to adult parties, and she drags her husband to them, and he does whatever she wants. So, of course, he partakes and does whatever, and Chastity wants to get into this all-exclusive party called Lore, and to do so, you have to get invited by Blair. Now, the only way to do that is to keep going to all these parties, and they finally get invited to Lore, and they realize Lore is not what they thought it was going to be. So yes, you'll see a lot of nudity and everything. But for my story, yes, there's a lot of sex. But there's a story to be told with it.
That explains why you're nearly funded and still have 31 days left. You know what sells a comic book. What sells anything, really, though? I mean, what was the advertising definition we used to have was a scantily clad girl sitting on, wearing, eating, or talking about something that you want to sell?
Pretty much.
That's advertising.
I've been a publisher since 2010, and yeah, guys come over to the table just to talk to me, and I get them to buy a book.
There you go. Always push them books. What was it? Somebody was talking the other night about Jim Ballant. Was it a conversation? It might have even been you on one of the indie talk on Indie Bolt. But he had all the booth babes there, and he was doing free sketches for people. But while people were waiting for their sketches, they were pushing books on them. And by the time they got their free sketch, they were walking away with like $50 worth of books because they were just like, that siren call drew them in, drew their wallets against the rocks, and they crashed.
Yep, pretty much.
Captain Cockney Spock, welcome to the chat. Thank you for showing up, my friend. Love tuning into your show still, and kind of just listening and lurking. Sometimes I make my presence known. So I talked about being almost funded. You had a 60-day campaign. You have 31 days left, which, for all intents and purposes, we're splitting that right down the middle. And you've only got $120 left to get. So
yes, I am so close.
Let's do that tonight. Let's do that tonight, folks. Let's just
that would be awesome.
Get in there and back this thing, and it's only $120. It's payday. Come on.
And there's so many different tiers and just awesome stuff to get. And if I get 3 more backers, I'm unlocking a print for anyone who backs.
Oh, well, there we go. At least we can get 3 more backers. Come on, get that print. It starts off with a video, of course, so we're going to go ahead and play that. And let me take the branding off of the screen here so it's not in the way of the video when it plays. This is AT&T's high-speed internet, folks.
Oh, I have it too.
With an invite. Then you wake up in a cage. You would never expect what happens next. Who lives? Who dies? Are you ready to get lured?
I never unmute myself. I do it all day long in Zoom meetings. I never unmute myself. That mute should be a friggin' voice-controlled thing. If I'm talking, unmute. If I quit talking, mute.
Yeah, that would be so much simpler.
It would. It would be very nice. So I was saying it was a very simple and to-the-point video. A lot of black space in there, too, which, kind of sets the beats and sets the mood. Because when you jump shot right into the next scene there, you don't know what's coming. There's no lead into it, so you just get shocked with each page. This looks like the devil's walking the earth and luring in victims, and that's probably too simplistic and right on the nose at the same time. But
yeah, kind of.
So how long has this idea been mulling about in your head?
Well, I wanted to write a comic. I was debating off and on for about a year or so. And then about, I want to say 8 months ago now, I'm just going to go for it. And I went through some stuff when I was younger. And this was very therapeutic to me. I put some of my experiences mixed with exaggeration into this book.
Okay. I don't want to ask, and at the same time, I need to know. So, I mean, if there's anything you want to talk about, this is, you're obviously welcome to talk about whatever you want. I don't want to tread on ground that's uncomfortable to talk about either.
But I did an interview. My husband did interview me. When I was 18, I was kidnapped.
Oh my God!
And I fought for 1.5 years of my life to get back home.
I am so thankful that you're on the show and that you did get home. I can't even imagine. I mean, we see those Lifetime movies of, the few that do make it back, and it is a very few. There's a book in there, Krysta, that might come out someday. But right now,
I'm actually working on a script right now. It's about the story of my life and what I went through.
Yeah. You should lock that down. Are you thinking about doing that as a graphic novel, or are you just wanting to make that a novel or even a screenplay? I mean,
probably a graphic novel also.
Well, you guys have the publishing business locked up. You've been publishing for a few years, even though this is your first attempt at doing a comic of your own, right? Correct.
Yeah, and I also started my own little branch from our publishing company. It's more adult, so it's called Shocker Comics. So that way we can keep things separated. I didn't want the adult stuff that I'm doing mixed in with the other stuff.
Yeah, that's a different imprint, same house, just like DC and Vertigo did. Marvel did this way back in the 70s. They were smart when they had the black and white magazine line, which was completely. It was the same characters, but completely set apart from the standard Marvel universe. You had the rampaging Hulk, which was really doing a lot of damage and death. You had Howard the Duck that was sleeping in bed with nude Beverly, and you knew she wasn't just cuddling the duck at night. Something they would have never gotten away with in the comic book.
Yeah.
So it's a separate imprint. It's good. What is the yours is Shocker Comics, but what is the publishing house that you work for, and what kind of books have you done, and who's been in it?
Me and my husband started a company called Last Call Comics, and my husband is a comic book artist, and he's done his own little books. That's what we publish right now. We're looking to publish a couple people in the works.
Now, I see the credits on the book here are Varian and Krysta Grant. I don't think Varian's the first name. Varian's your husband?
Yes, he is.
Okay, so you both...
He's the one that runs IndieVolt Livewire.
Exactly. I was just getting ready to tell folks they should be checking out IndieVolt Livewire and adding that to their subscription list, because it's a great show. Varian and Randy Zimmerman both run some great things on there. I love tuning in Sunday morning just for 3 hours of talk about comics and conventions and the way things used to be.
Yeah.
And it was fun because I was like, I just recently met Randy and had him on the show a few weeks back. And then I tune in, like, there's Russ Heath, and I know all these people. How come you didn't tell me about Randy and Varian?
We got a lot of shows going. We got one on Tuesday night. Then I have my show called Geekgasm on Wednesday night. Then we have a show on Thursday morning. We have a show on Saturday now called Pitches Be Crazy. And then we have our Sunday show.
I've seen the headline for Pitches Be Crazy, and I saw an outtake from it, but I don't know if I understand the whole thing behind it.
It's just to have fun. I mean, we're under stress with these campaigns, and it's just a way for the creators just to have fun and let some stress go. You got to pitch your book, but there's little catches where you have to do it in a certain theme. Like we had one that was they had to rap their pitch. We've had do it in a certain voice, different things.
Yeah, the one I saw was pitch your book like Scarface.
Yes.
and who was it? He did the whole cocaine snorting.
That was Mark Darden. Yeah.
Yeah. I know Guano guy.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Had him on the show. Like I said, it's like everybody came over here and said, "Yeah, okay, these shows are cool. Let's go on to bigger and better things." And they never came back again. So, nice seeing you, Krysta. But maybe you'll come back sometime, but they never did. So the first 50 backers are going to get a special Lola trading card, and we are at currently 27 backers.
Yes, so there's still time to get the trading card.
Right. So what is the Lola trading card? Now, I've heard, I just saw Pops refer to you as Lola. I know you're
am
Indie
Lola.
Princess.
Yeah.
So Lola, Krysta, you're a woman of many names. I can relate to.
I go by Lola online. It's just a way because I've had people stalk me before. So it's one way that people can't really find me.
You haven't been Lola Meets, have you?
No.
Okay, because she's been in the chat a lot. I'm like, oh, you're here, but different Lola.
I've heard about her, but no. I'm Lola, the Indie Princess.
Gotcha. So what would the card be? I mean, are you doing the artwork on this series as well as the writing?
No, I'm not. My artist and colorist is Dave Brown. He also goes by Dave the Supreme.
Okay.
But the
healthy self-image there.
The Lola trading card is just a picture of me.
Oh, it's a photo card.
It is.
Okay, like a baseball card. Are you going to sign them?
I will. Yes.
That would be very cool. Okay, we need 23 backers, guys. Forget what we said about 3 backers. Go get the three of you guys back it, and then go out and get 20 more people, because that needs to be done. And if there was any doubt as to whether or not this was an adult book or not, the fetish sticker pack pretty much cements the fact that it's not gonna be. This is not Richie Rich. So this is a sticker pack. This has been unlocked.
It has. Anyone that backs it will get the sticker pack.
Okay, so who's doing the art on that? And dare I ask what these fetishes are going to be?
Well, there's 2 of the images right there. I just had to
they're tasteful.
grab them and trim them. No, they're not actually.
Oh, okay.
I had to make them look tasteful to post them. It's a friend of mine. He's on Instagram. He goes by Seagull Art. He's not really out there with his art that much. We just became friends on Instagram, and he's gonna do them for me.
How big of a pack is that?
We're still working out the number, but I do know it's gonna be between 8 and 10 different stickers.
8 and 10 different stickers. 8 and 10 different fetishes.
Yes.
Yeah, I had. Oh, I probably shouldn't talk about this. Okay, I worked for another company that I didn't run 20 years ago. God, was it that long ago? Yeah, 21 years ago. And I accidentally, kind of sort of on purpose, ran across the superhero fetish on Yahoo. There were all these like superhero groups that were like, they were just fan art of, Batman and Superman going at it, Batman and Catwoman going at it, Harley and Ivy going at it before Harley and Ivy started going at it. So it was kind of, it was intriguing. And I wrote this huge article. I'm like, what else is out here with the superheroes? And it wasn't just / fiction and / fan art. There was stuff. My editor hooked me up with the writer of, I wish I could remember her name now, but she did an entire encyclopedia of fetish exploration.
Nice.
And she was like, "Oh, superheroes, yeah, we can talk about that." I thought you were going to ask about weird stuff. But so no, like cake sitting, like.
Yeah.
I would never. So
Well, the 2 that you see right there, the one with the dragon is a dragon fetish, and then the one on top is tentacles.
Okay. Both things you're probably not likely going to run into in real life.
Well, they do make. There's a company called Bad Dragon, and they do make adult toys to fit your needs for those fetishes.
I have seen the Shrek ear fleshlight, so I should not be surprised. I mean, hell, I just retweeted something today where it was a sex doll for your dog.
Wow.
Yeah, it was just she just stood there, and they actually showed a picture, of the dog taking advantage of the rear entry.
Wow.
Like they're just like people. So we'll have to be surprised by what will be unlocked in the different. Are you taking suggestions?
No, I already have my list done.
Okay.
Yeah, my list is done and sent to the artist already.
Okay. I just thought we'd open it up to the chat and see what we can get in here. It's like, yeah, reveal stuff about yourselves. Oh.
I'm always open to ideas, though. You never know. Maybe I'll do another sticker pack.
Well, at 30 backers, and that's the one we're trying to truly shoot for tonight with 3 more backers. There's going to be a print by Daphne, and I don't know how to say her last name.
Lage.
I was going to go with that. I should have done it. Should have just risked the embarrassment. Daphne Lage, and is the print going to be this print, or is this like an example of her work?
No, that is going to be the print, and it will be sealed with a kiss from me.
Very nice. And is Daphne going to be signing them as well?
Yeah, she'll sign them.
Yeah, I have not met her other than on the Indie Vault shows, but she seems very cool.
Oh,
Very
she's
chill
awesome.
person.
Great artist.
Now, if you've been, almost said if you've been turned on by these perks, if these perks have got your attention, if you've perked up, then yeah, Captain Cockney Spock says anything with French maids works for him. And so that's what the octopus teacher is really about. Yeah, Herrenberg, that's very possible. There's a niche for tentacle porn.
It is, yeah.
Just ask Kurt Eichenwald about that, and he'll. That was an old story. Kurt Eichenwald was like a real reporter, and he showed his screen one time, the tab he had open about some news article, and somebody zoomed in, and the other tab was showing the whole string of where he was at, and somebody followed it, and it was hentai.
Okay.
So he was looking at pages of tentacle porn,
Nice.
and told the world. It was research. It was research. But,
Of course, it's always research.
Yeah. So octopus teachers, French maids, are they getting even close to anything in the list there? I mean, what we got?
No, not yet. No.
We got choking, we got tickling, we got spanking.
I do have a book that is in a tier for lore that is fetishes A through Z.
Okay, now we're talking. My point earlier was that if these perks have you perked up, they are only for the physical backer. So don't think that you're just going to throw $5 in for the digital thing, or just put a tip in and get all these perks. You've got to buy.
Tips don't work for the perks.
Yeah, you got to buy something, kid. This ain't a library. So get in there and do that. This is. Are there multiple covers, or is this the cover?
That is the original cover, and then there is an exclusive cover that I'm printing 50 of, and that is it. And it'll be a wraparound cover of me.
Oh, right, wow! There. Look at that. Okay, so that is something you don't see in Indiegogo books lately, with what's been going on, is the photo cover. I used to love those things. I think the first one I saw was Spider-Man with his mask off. It was Guy Peter Parker, and he was, trapped in an elevator looking around and getting his picture taken. That was, I know photo covers existed way before then because of all those Wild West and television shows and such. But the first, this is a comic book character and they've done a photo cover. I guess you'd call it a cosplay cover.
Yeah.
Now you're not, is this you, the character drawn? Are you drawing yourself into the story in this character?
It is not me, but some of her personality is me.
Okay. And her name is Chastity, not Chastity, right?
Yeah, Chastity. Okay.
I didn't know it was like, that may get mistyped, but then I saw it was like everywhere that way. I'm like, okay, it must be the right name. So Chastity is your main character. She is a high maintenance and addicted to adult parties.
Yes.
These are like the key parties, hence the key on the lure logo, I'm guessing.
The key does play a major role. And you can actually get the key in some of the perks.
Ooh. If you find a door that it opens, run away. and Zach is her husband. He's an accountant for high-end clients, and he does anything for his wife Chastity. He's whipped, guys. He's
Yeah.
But you know, he's one of those guys that probably likes it. He's the cuck, as you would call it these days.
Yeah.
And then Gabriel is the mysterious guest that no one knows much about, and he seems very interested in Chastity. He is not the host, though.
No, he is not. And I can't give much away about him because you'll find out who he is and what he's about towards the middle end of the book.
Oh, sure. But you know, when I said earlier that, you know, I bet he could be the devil, just on Earth collecting souls, and then, you know, you got a guy named Gabriel. It really lends that whole, you know, angels on Earth.
There's a lot of play with Bible stuff in here too. Chastity and Zach's middle names are Adam and Eve. Then you got Gabriel.
Well, we'll learn about Blair. Blair is the reason why you're going to buy the book. We got some pages here. That is not Chastity.
That actually is Chastity.
Oh, she's wearing a wig
And
an Emma Peel outfit.
Yes, there's a reason why she's like that.
And then for being a cuck, I just kind of say that because Gabriel's the one taking her to the parties that she wants to go to. He seems to be doing all right on his own without her too.
Yeah, Chastity makes Zach partake in these parties. But then sometimes she can get a little upset.
Okay.
Like she's upset right there.
Yeah, you're supposed to take me, not have fun.
But then she gets mad if he doesn't have fun. So you can't win with her.
Yeah. Oh, so she's a bitch.
Very much so, yes.
We'll just go with that. Now, there's no word balloons in these, so we're just kind of having to get the feel for things from the facial expressions. She likes to wear lingerie a lot.
Yeah, that's the morning after the party that you just seen from. And that's how she wakes up.
And now, how lurid do the scenes get? I mean, are you like having to cherry pick pages to get it through Indiegogo?
Oh yes, yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna get clinical.
That's why there's not many pages up, because they can get out there.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. Okay. This is going to be adults only. So,
yes, very much so.
So if you're under 18, get off the channel. We're marked not for children anyway, so we can talk about that kind of stuff. Although, even though I'm marked not for children, I still had a stream get kicked off when I had Dan Fan on promoting Orgasm Girl last year, and they put the stream back, but it didn't get back the 10 minutes that I didn't know we were off the air. Mm. So the key and the ring, these are stretch goals. All the stretch goals are locked at this moment, so
they are.
We need to start unlocking those, folks.
The key and the ring you can get in the tiers. I just wanted to have close-ups so you can see them better, because they're really small in the tiers.
Okay, so these are actual items, and we'll get to the tiers then.
Yes.
So that ring is very cool. How are you? Are you like getting these through somebody on Etsy, or are you making these yourself?
No, I bought them through somebody.
Okay.
And that's Blair's ring.
You don't want to get punched with that thing because it's got like a point on it there. It's
like a cult of people that you see on the ring.
Oh, I see that now. So is this like one size fits all, or are you going to have them sized?
Unfortunately, I can only get one size.
Okay.
It was just easier that way. So it's a size 7 in men's. But the way they're made, you could always have them adjusted if you wanted to. Okay,
so it's probably got like the little break in the back or something, kind of expands out. Because I wear a 10. A 7 would never get on me. Well, it would, but then it'd be like a saw trap. I'm like, do you go for cutting off the finger, or do you wear the ring?
Well, hey, that fits the theme of the story.
It does. It does. There's going to be an enamel pin. it's stair step. Let's start over here. There's gonna be a holographic sticker at 2,000, which we're not quite at yet. 2,000 is 500 above total goal. So,
Yes.
but let's hit goal first, and then we'll hit stretch goals. But holographic sticker, those are very cool. Is this going to be like just the lure logo, I guess?
It is. Yes.
Cool. That's the thing to get, because people can Google that and find out about the book. And the enamel pin. Now, I've been looking into these myself lately, so those are kind of getting my attention. What's your enamel pin going to be made
It's
out
going to have the logo in it, and I'm still up in the air about if I'm going to have chastity on it or not. I'm playing with a couple designs right now.
Yeah, it would have to be a pretty big pin to get a character and a logo on it, because enamel pins they're tie clips, pretty much.
Yeah.
A foil wrapper. You talking about now for the comic book?
No.
Or a
Okay.
Hot
So
Pocket?
I had to put the foil wrapper on there so Indiegogo didn't get mad at me, but it is a custom condom. There's a condom in it with a custom foil wrapper to it.
Gotcha. So you couldn't say condom in a foil wrapper. You just have to say foil wrapper.
Yes.
And it'll say lure on it, and there'll be a condom in it. And
Yes.
I did not know you could get custom printed condoms.
You can get a lot of different custom things.
Yeah, but Critical Blast would be perfect name for a custom condom brand.
Yeah, it would.
Yeah. Okay. I know what I'm giving out at the next convention. The lure patch. Now, this could be fabric patch, right?
It's going to be embroidered, yeah.
Okay.
You can put it on with whatever you want.
All right. And then the lure trading cards. We've already got one card that's going to be unlocked soon enough. Are the lure cards going to be the characters at this point, or?
Yes.
Okay, so
There's going to be 5 trading cards.
is that counting your photo card?
No, separately.
Separately. So there'll be your card and then 5 trading cards. Because I
Yep.
was wondering, are they going to have the same bordering to make them clearly belong together in the set, or
Yeah,
something?
they'll all have the same design setup. Just there'll be the photo card and then there'll be the lure cards.
Trade dress. That's what I was trying to think of.
Yeah.
No, I don't think she could have gotten away with prophylactic.
Probably not.
Yeah, and hey, we'll get an endorsement for Critical Blast condoms. Ours won't be prophylactic. They're still sort of amateur phylactics. So, and you got T-shirts here as an add-on, as it should be. So you got are there each? So there's 2 different ones here. I was
Yep.
trying to decipher whether it was like Shocker Comics on the front, Lure on the back, or vice versa, or
No, two different ones. You can either get Shocker Comics, or you can get lure, or you can get both.
all right. Who did your artwork for your Shocker Comics logo there?
Goblin Grimm.
I do not know that person, but I do see that she's doing, she's got the Shocker going. So
Oh yeah.
I was so naive when I first saw that. Like, what's that? Oh, I get it now. And this is the book you just talked about, Fetishes A
It
to Z.
is. Yes.
So now this is a book, or is this an illustrated how-to kind of thingy?
It's going to be, each letter has a different fetish, and I got an artist to draw up their interpretation of what the fetish is, and then there'll be a little write-up about the fetish.
Okay, so it's like 1 per letter then?
Yes.
It's not an encyclopedia.
No.
Baby's first book of fetishes. So A is for ass plug. No, but what is A? Just get me started.
Aquaphilia.
Water sports.
No, not so much water sports as in
I know.
you like to do things in the water.
Well, I guess I have that. I've had some pool parties when I was in high school that I think would qualify. Oh, and if I'd have read just a little bit further, it does say not all fetishes are listed, only one per letter.
Yeah.
Oh, it's 8.5 by 8.5. Now that's an odd size. It's a square book.
It is. I want to do it a little bit differently. Like I wanted to base it off of actual like ABC books that I've seen before for kids, the size and everything. So 8.5 by 8.5 was what I went with.
Is it going to be stapled or are perfect? I mean, it's only 26 pages, so I would think it has to be stapled.
Yeah.
That's
No, S is for. I forget what S is for.
You only had 26 of them to remember now. Come on.
I know. Some of them had like weird names. I forgot what S is.
Yeah. I can't even think of any S's ones. But I'm sure
I think
spandex and
it
superheroes.
was Spectrophilia.
Oh, the ghost one.
Ghost, yes.
Yeah, people. Who did I had a lady on. Believe it or not, you are not my first fetish expert on our channel. Every once in a while, I guess I let the freak flag fly. But we did have somebody on who was doing a tour of America and basically talking about the different fetish communities in each one.
Mm-hmm.
And her first episode was in New Orleans, so she was obviously going to talk a lot about the spiritual stuff and the spectrophilia and the having sex in graveyards kind of thing.
Nice.
Now, what do we? I don't know what this is, but I like it. Is this a sticker? Is this
No, that's a page from it. Just the illustration. That's for.
Oh, this is a page from the A to Z.
Yeah, it is. It's lace.
Okay.
And then
Is
there's
this
another one.
equiphilia?
No, that one is Zentai.
With an X? Or
with a Z.
Zentai. So what is Zentai as horses, or is that just the furry movement in general?
No, the artist loves drawing furries, but is actually you like being in really tight clothing like spandex and stuff like that.
Oh, there's your spandex, Heroinberg. so Zentai is being in restrictive clothing.
Yeah.
Isn't Zentai the name of that company that produces the body hugging cosplay printed suits?
Maybe. I'm not sure.
I
don't really do cosplay, so I'm not really sure.
I haven't done cosplay since 1985, but and then you have a second book which also looks like
I do.
Right? This is unsolicited. So
yeah.
Go ahead, tell us if the picture of the cover is not giving it away already.
So Unsolicited is a book that I did. It's basically just a picture book. It's a bunch of cocks with the sayings, and those pictures are what I receive on the daily.
You still get these?
Oh, I get videos, pictures every day. And I've had some guys say, like, I really don't want this book full of dick pics. And I say, give it to a friend. Someone in your life, a girlfriend, a cousin, a perverted aunt, uncle, somebody in your life will enjoy it.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely.
If you want the fetish book, you have to get that book too.
I do not.
In the same tier. So just give it to someone. Someone's going to get a kick out of it.
Okay. I do not get women sending me these kind of pictures at Critical Blast on Twitter or blastcritical@gmail.com. Just throwing it out there.
I've gotten pictures from women too, believe it or not.
Well, when you're attractive, you're attracted by whoever is attracted to. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Meet the team. This is obviously you. This is Dave the Supreme.
Yep.
And we've reached the end of the page here. Let's go. See, I didn't see the actual tiers down here with prices. So you do it differently. Everybody does it differently. I started always went to the right side before and scrolled down, and then it was like, no, the bigger picture's on the left. So I started going on the left, and what do? You put them all on the right.
I'm sorry for making it difficult for you.
That's okay. It's just mousing. It's just mousing. So yes, you can throw in $5, but you're not going to get any of the cool stuff. So forget that. Get Lured. Here's the PDF. So the guys who are in my chat who always ask for the PDF, ask for the digital, there it is. And this does say PDF, so it is going to be an emailed copy that they keep on their hard drive, not a window into a PDF that could go away at some point.
No, it is a PDF.
And it's just the PDF of this. You're not getting the cool stuff. Well, you do get the 3-way PDF here though for $20. So you can get your A to Z fetishes, you can get Lured, and you can get the Unsolicited. You know, if anything, guys, let this be a lesson to you and possibly a deterrent. You could get published somewhere if you have
For
any
that book,
distinguishing marks at all.
I did take out any identifying marks or anything, so I wouldn't get in trouble for it.
Tattoos and moles
I did do some editing, yes.
Okay. Because you know those pictures probably exist other places on the internet, and someone could link them together. So here's Lured. The actual book is $25. Non-US backers get 2 copies, and this is
Just
obviously
because of the shipping. Yeah.
Completely understand that, and you're still restricting it to U.S., U.K., Canada, and Mexico.
Yes.
So no Australia. We could talk about that at some point, because that's what we do. We're international shipping for comic books,
Okay.
bringing that price down. And then, of course, for $30, you get the exclusive Lola cover. This is a wraparound cover. Now, is this available as an add-on as well, or do you only have the T-shirts as add-ons?
Only the T-shirts are add-ons.
Okay, because I know the Indiegogo has started up with the add-on thing, and it really is going to make things simpler in the future. I think people are just going to put up the book, and then everything else will be add-ons. Pick as many as you want of each one, and it'll go out. Mike Walters, good to see you in the chat, man. Thank you. Liked and shared the stream. Appreciate that. Get the word out to as many people as possible. We are 105 hours away from crossing the 4,000 hour watch barrier. So
Nice.
if you can just go get 4,000 of your closest friends to pop in here for about 15 minutes, we'll be golden. Heroinberg says the word Zentai. Heroinberg is Google. Okay. If we have a question in the chat, it's faster than Google if you just put it out there and let Heroinberg work his magic. The word Zentai is from 2005, refers to a full coverage bodysuit, including the face, a portmanteau of Japanese Zenshin Taitsu. Yeah, sure it is. Full body tights, morph suits, and jaskins are the 2 big brands. Okay. Yeah, this is made cosplay simple these days, because you just, you fill out the pattern, you send it in, and they print it onto the bodysuit. And I'm 53 years old and 200 and none of your business pounds, and there is no fucking way I'm going to put myself into a skin tight hugging suit. I've got enough superhero T-shirts, and I've come to the conclusion that there's nothing like putting on a superhero T-shirt to make you realize you look nothing like a superhero. So
You're a superhero in your own way, though.
Yeah, in my own mind, I'm not 20 anymore when I wore my Joker outfit to the conventions. Let's get frisky. This is basically the 3-way in physical form, and who doesn't want a physical 3-way? You get Lure, you get Fetishes A to Z, and you get the Unsolicited book. $35. What is your U.S. shipping on this? Is it built in, or is it?
No, it's $10.
Okay, that's normal. You're gonna, by the time you do the shipping and then the Gemini mailer, the books, the bags, the tape, the label, I've added it all up. You're gonna hit about that. And then here's the other physical things we saw: the Kiss the Ring. This is where you get your Lure, your Blair's Ring. You get an invitation, so you're going to have these embossed, gold embossed.
Yeah.
Very nice. You have two invitations. You have your invitation to Club Fusion, and then you'll get your golden ticket, as it were.
To Lure.
Very Willy Wonka of you. You should just fold it up and put it in a chocolate. They make chocolate like that, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
Wrap it around a chocolate dong, and here's your golden ticket.
That would be funny.
No, I throw ideas out like this all the time, Krysta. I spend other people's money. You can do it on Lure 2. Well, there's a question we haven't touched on. Is there a Lure 2? I mean, is this all inclusive story, or is this like the first chapter of a saga?
It can be both. The way I have it, it can end where it's at, or it can be added onto.
Okay, so what are your plans, though?
I'm debating, but more than likely there will be a number 2.
And you know what will help her decide if there's a number 2, guys? If this is really like super successful and gets funded. So again, go funding, jump on there and be a backer. Help get this one funded, because if number 2 comes out, then there are a lot of fetishes out there. We can do that alphabet all over again.
We can. Yep.
Maybe you can do it like a counting book. Learn how to count to 10 and just do whatever things can take. This is what you can do with one person. Like, we don't know. But when it gets to 5, that's when you got to get creative. So
yeah,
you start using your imagination. It's always the odd numbers. The odd numbers are how orgies were invented. Because that's the old Benny Hill joke. It's like you got five guys and 4 girls, and they all pair off, and the 5th guy says, "Orgy, there's none left for me." For $60 you get Lure, you get the ring, you get both the invites, and you get the bottle opener key right there, which is the key from the story. Although the key in the story is not a bottle opener, it opens up. It kind of opens a genie's bottle, and you can't get the genie back into it.
Yeah.
And I could ask you what it opens and what's on the other side, but that's the story. That's it's going to be something bad, pretty much, right?
Pretty much, yeah.
It's going to be fetishy. It's going to be sadomasochistic. It's going to be Saw, and we know that she wakes up in a cage, so
More than one people wake up in a cage.
In different cages or the same cage?
Different cages. Okay,
everyone's got their own cage, which is sort of metaphorical for the things that they are building their lives around, or perhaps trapped by. They can't get out of these cages because they're addicted to their different desires. Which is kind of a cage around them. Look at me getting all moralistic now. You can be let out of that cage.
I don't think they would want to be let out the cage, because what comes after the cage they do not want.
Oh, so they're safe in the cage. Never mind.
They're safe in the cage, yeah.
Let me keep the key. $75 is all in. For this, you get Lure, the fetishes A to Z, the unsolicited Blair's ring, the invite to the club, the invite to Lure, the bottle opener. Did I just not read that one? Yes, I did just read. How is that different? How is that different from Blair's Choice? Lure,
Blair's
ring,
Choice
invite,
is just Lure, and Going All In, you get the other 2 books with it.
Okay. Now I got it. Yes. Yeah. The square books, and then So Sensual, you get all of the same,
except the cover's different.
The cover will be different. You get the photo cover, and again, you're only printing 30 of these, right?
50 of them.
50, and 15 of them will be on this tier. So
yes,
that leaves 35 in the other tier where you can get the photo cover. Well, no less than that, 25, because here's another 10 taken up here. So this is $100. Give it all to me. You get both covers. And then for here we go, boys and girls. You can be drawn into a club scene. Now, This is a little bit of a different scene than your normal draw me into the book and I'm in the crowd, because I can imagine the things that you might be doing in the scene when you're drawn in.
Okay, so the club scene is a scene from Club Fusion. That's the first club they get invited to, that Blair invites them to.
Okay.
And that scene, I can't guarantee what will happen to you or what you will be doing.
Okay. So, but that particular club, is that like,
No, it is an adult party.
Okay. So are people going to have the opportunity to say, this is my thing, show me at that? Or
they can write it in the note, yeah, and let me know.
So if you've ever wanted to see what you would look like performing your fantasy, this could cure you. Just put it in the notes, and then you will be drawn in performing your act for the world to see.
Yep.
And we've got do whatever. Let your
There's even a stripper club. There's even a stripper stage, so you can be a stripper.
Hey, I've always wanted to do that. Get dollar bills thrown at me with my clothes. Put them back on. Put them back on. This one's interesting. Nylons by Varian. Now, this has to be a book.
Nylons by Varian. That is, he got the letter N for the fetish book, which is nylons. I'm sorry I don't have a bigger picture of it, but that is original art from the book.
I got it. And this is he's getting the one. That's why there's only one of them. You're getting the original art page for the N, letter N, from the A to Z book.
Yes.
Heronberg has got the right idea. Here, subscribe to the Indie Vault YouTube channel. You do want to see this. They have much better shows. Trust me. Go watch. And it says, all of this reminds us quite a bit of Sunstone. Is Krysta a fan of Stjepan Sejic's long-running BDSM comic series on Image?
No, I haven't heard of it. I'm gonna have to look into it.
I did not know Image did something like that, other than Savage Dragon, which has become full-on porn.
Oh yeah, it has.
And then you could also, there's another $400 level where you can get the cover art by Varian to the A to Z book.
That is correct.
Are the original art pieces drawn at the 8.5 by size?
No, they are 11 by 17.
Okay. But obviously they had to be restricted into a square drawing space, because otherwise you'd have to crop something off.
Yes. Now all the original art is 11 by 17.
Suitable for framing, and to be hung in whatever room of your house is the best to show off your fetish displays. And somebody has already taken the original cover art for Unsolicited. And
that one went pretty quick.
That's hilarious that went. So this is the original art for this one is available. The pencil and inks. It is pencil and ink, right? Traditional pencil and ink.
Correct. Yep. Okay. Pencil and ink by Varian.
And then this is the one that went pencil and ink. Looks like it was the pencils and inks were laid over a 3D
background. Yeah.
Rendered. Yeah. I don't know what that is. That's not a toilet.
It's supposed to be a toilet.
It's like Batgirl's toilet.
Don't ask me what kind of toilet, but it is a toilet.
It's a toilet with no tank. Okay.
It's a futuristic toilet.
It's a futuristic toilet. It just lasers the shit away. So it's maybe it's a bidet. I don't know. So I haven't refreshed, but I'm sure that everybody in here just jumped on this because we've stroked everybody's desires with this. So I'm going to give it a quick refresh. I wanted to play the Shake and Bake video, guys. but you didn't get the opportunity to do that. We did not have a shake and bake moment here, so I'm very disappointed in the chat. I'm going to have to make up for this myself now, and get in here and back something, aren't I? You're going to make me back one of these. I was going to do it anyway, but
you want to do it.
You can
Anyone
put that
that
at the
backs
bottom
will
of
not
every
be
single page,
disappointed.
your A to Z book.
Everybody wants the fetish A to Z.
Yes, at the bottom of every page, like A is for this. You know you want to do it.
And then you get the fetish stickers to go with it.
Yeah, exactly. That could probably be like the entire catchphrase for your line. You know, the Shocker comic says, you know, you want to do it.
There we go. Yeah.
Cool. So is there anything about the plot, the book, the backstory that I have not asked about and you've been waiting to talk about and you're like, damn it, RJ, get to the point here, and I haven't?
We pretty much covered everything. I mean, it is an 80-page graphic novel, so you're getting your money's worth for this book.
Yeah,
It's going to be a thick book.
I'm going to assume perfect bound.
Yes.
Very cool. 80 pages, is that 80 pages of story, or do you have 10 pages of pinups?
There will be a couple pages towards the end that are rough sketches and original design work.
Cool. Is there any thought to maybe getting bigger as you go along here? People start turning in like pages, or you get an idea to throw something in here. You're not locked into 80 pages specifically, are you?
No, I'm not. It could go up if I get more ideas. As of right now, though, it is 80 pages. It won't be any less than that. Well,
you want to back Krysta and Varian Grant's lure at the fetish A to Z level. Running now on Indiegogo. There is the link in the chat. And if you're watching this on replay and for whatever reason the chat is not playing, you will have noticed by now that the link to the Indiegogo is in the description below. Well, no, Krysta's below me right now. But
yeah, I'm below you.
If I do it like this, there we go. It's right down there. It's down there. Let's not get.
Yeah, you gotta watch where you're pointing, because at first you're pointing down to my boobs, and now you're pointing down to your junk.
Yeah, don't click on either one of those. It won't get you anything, and we won't know it. So we don't have that Bluetooth USB plug-in capability where you can touch people over the internet. That's something that should have been selling like hotcakes with all this, virus.
That would be weird, and I wouldn't want that. I can imagine.
It's social distancing sex.
No.
Where you put your Zentai suit on and just clicking on the screen. Where do I want to make this person feel touched? That would be weird. That there's a movie in there somewhere.
Somewhere, yeah.
Yeah, because somebody would be murdered wearing one of those things somehow. Like, I've overridden the controls. Quick, we need Boob Dan Art in here, stat. Yes, where is Boob Dan Art when we truly need him?
Let me guess, he draws a lot of boobs.
He draws Goblin Girl, and his women tend to be size. I really think they'd be like size H.
That's what I'm at.
Okay, well there you. I am not an expert on measuring cup sizes. That just was completely serendipitous that I happened to hit on it. So yeah, Goblin Girl is she big. She makes Power Girl go damn. And with that, we have reached the top of the hour mark here. So, Krysta, Lola, Indie Princess, I would just want to thank you for coming on the show and hanging out with us for a while.
I really appreciate it. I had a lot of fun.
I hope that people will see this on the replay and click in here and click through and back Lure. Give yourself some adult time with your comics. When you're done watching frogs fight giant wasps and you're done watching the latest superhero do their 90s thing, it's gonna be late at night. Sit down and relax, chill with something a little bit more. Turn on This is the comic you turn on when Cinemax is playing at night. Does Cinemax still do that at night? I don't know.
Yeah, they do.
Old.
Yeah.
Okay. So some things never change, thankfully. So yeah, this is your late night comic. Not safe for work.
Kids.
Don't take it to work and read it at lunch. It's not that kind of a comic book. But anyway, everybody in the chat, thank you for showing up. Do appreciate you being here. We don't have a show without you. And as always, we just